Let's get intimate. I wanna get intimate. That was dumb.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the MAFS together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to Wilko Rehashed. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe. It's very important to my ego and the algorithm. Which one's more important? I'd say ego. Also, comment below to let me know your thoughts, feelings, and concerns with MAFS AU for 2023 so far. If you want extras, the episodes sooner, and you want them ad-free, you can always get them at patreon.com/rehashed. And I hope you're not missing the live shows because there's a lot of dumb stuff that goes on there, and I get your reactions live. So if you want to dig around the channel, Wilko Rehashed, you'll see it there. There's a bunch of live episodes for this particular series of MAFS, and they're a lot of fun. 4.5, 5 stars. All right, we're going to get into Intimacy Week, and also we have to pick up the pieces from the commitment couch. Yes, there was a lot of toxic masculinity on the couch, and really not a lot of evidence from anybody.
If he's in love with his ex,
you shouldn't be here. This is a relationship. You're not meant to do that to your partner over another girl.
yeah, that was wild.
Hard. If Leighton was on the couch saying, nah, can you just hop off for a second while I flip this?
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's not a joke. Mel was not joking. I didn't even know if she'd ask Leighton to get off the couch before she flipped it. They do say that women at particular times can have incredible superpowers. So I think that could be one of those times where Mel would, you know, have the superpowers initiated. They're not wrong though. I don't know how we go any further with Shannon and Caitlin because Shannon is still in love with his ex, who is the mother of his child, and why is he here?
You know, and she still said stay. I don't want to focus on my past. I want to focus on Caitlin. This is my real opportunity to show that I am listening to her. I do understand full commitment as well and really take the bull by the horns.
Or, and hear me out, grab your bull and piss off. I don't want it. Caitlin doesn't want it. I know she's sticking around. She's being nice. And it seems like this is something that Caitlin does because she doesn't value herself enough. And she should value herself a lot higher. Even though you're taking the bull by the horns and doing a load of whites, it doesn't change my mind, Shannon, and I hope it changes Caitlin's mind soon.
Was there any truth behind what Lyndall said you said?
I called bullshit on that. There was no truth to any of it. Why would I go up to Lyndall and say, oh, don't go anywhere because I'm going to go home with Claire? Why would her leaving stop me from going home with Claire if I was going to be going home with Claire?
Yeah.
I'm here for you. Does that make any sense?
At the end of the day, I haven't seen Adam do these actions. I don't have any reason to be mad at him.
Like, you're at the forefront of my mind and your feelings mean everything to me.
I don't believe it. Just in case you were wondering. No, I don't. Adam's argument, well, I guess it could make you think, yeah, why would he say that? But also, I've had a few drinks, maybe a few too many, and I've said some really dumb things before that later on made absolutely no sense. The argument that Adam puts forward is flawed, but I'm with Janelle. I'm gonna need more receipts. His sus vibe, as much as it gives me a lot of flags slapping me in the face, it's not enough to crucify him just yet.
You don't react this way if you don't like someone. I guess my job this week is to step up, and that's what I'll focus on this week. Trust building week. So we can get back on track. Like, let's get back to having fun.
Jesse wrote leave. He obviously doesn't want to be here. Jealousy can be an ugly trait, and it had nothing to hide. He needs to step up and make things right this week.
I don't think Jesse's gonna step up, and I think the biggest thing that Jesse needs to focus on is maybe a brush. Claire is wearing a shirt that is not so subtly informing everybody what she wants, which is leave me alone. And I don't know why we persist. Jesse now thinks he's going to step up. I don't believe that one little bit. The producers are working overtime to keep this couple in the love lab rat maze.
Sex is back on the table from today. I seriously cannot contain my excitement. Oh, this is my favorite week, Intimacy Week.
Shut up, Mel. No way. This is your favorite week? I did not see that coming. It's great because Intimacy is back on the table because Alessandra gave her the all clear. So Intimacy was literally off the table for less than 24 hours? And now it's back. Oh, all the rest that Mel has given you. So much time for other activities and not banging. Not anymore, mate. This is Special Cuddles Week. And if you didn't hear her, Mel is excited.
I went to the supermarket and thought I'd meet you halfway. I got sourdough English muffins. Have you ever had an English muffin?
Yes.
What is this? Sourdough.
This morning, the only thing that we talk about is toast. It's so awkward.
I've never had this peanut butter before.
Josh said that he wanted to get to know me. He knows that I like sourdough. So maybe these small little things is his way of coming in.
Coming in? Come again? I don't understand what you mean by that. Unless you're saying these are his ways of showing affection and that he's trying to be considerate, then yes, that makes total sense. Did Mel have to pause because she was wondering what type of muffin Josh was talking about? Does her brain always go to sex? Mel's like, yeah, well, I've had a muffin and you're about to have a muffin in about 5 seconds because it's intimacy week. Disney dad, get back into bed. Who am I kidding? Like sex, Mel Sheen needs a bed. To see it from Mel's point of view, it doesn't seem like they have much of a connection. And I think that might be because the initial parts of the connection were really stomped on early when all she wanted to do was do it and talk about it and make sure that he's talking about it in his pieces to camera. Maybe that's what killed the romance. You trying to force romance. Oh, sound effect time. Oh. Mel, now he's choking on your muffin. Whoever did the sound design for this show, and I don't think I know the soundie who did this one, but chef's kiss. The gulping, the crunching, the In fact, did you take that from one of my previous videos? I thought my impression of him was not accurate at all, and yet that noise that he made was bang on the way that I do it. All right, so thankfully Disney Dad did not choke on Mel's muffin, which means he's going to be forced to deal with Mel's muffin for all week.
I wish that I wrote leave on that couch last night.
There's so much going through my mind. Like, of all honesty, I should have written leave. We're just on two completely different spectrums of human being. I don't think you are used to dealing with someone like me who is sensitive and who...
You're right. I have the exact same questions going around in my head. I sat there last night and wanted to leave.
What blows my mind, Harrison, is that you literally texted me, said, I'm not leaving, yet you wrote leave.
When did I write I'm not leaving?
Finish.
Show me where I wrote I'm not leaving.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally what you said to me.
But you just said the words I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving and I'm not going anywhere are two, that's irrelevant.
You're gaslighting me. You're saying that I said something I didn't say.
Hey, thanks for today. It was really nice for us to talk without an argument. I'm not going anywhere.
Where does it say I'm not leaving? It's
Leaving
totally different because you're trying to twist that.
No, I did. When I said that, you lied. Literally put words in my mouth, Harrison.
That's what you're actually doing.
Literally, I'm not going anywhere.
Yes.
You say that I'm gaslighting you. You're literally sitting here gaslighting me.
You put words in my mouth.
John literally said you gaslight. You're a narcissist. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Full gas. That is textbook gaslighting. I'm sorry.
Do you know what gaslighting is, Harrison? Well, you should for someone who's so good at it. Gaslighting isn't just putting words in someone's mouth. There's a lot more that goes into it, honey, and you're doing an excellent job because the way that I would perceive that message as well, I'm not going anywhere, that would suggest to me that he's not writing leave. Put it in the comments below. If someone sent you a text saying, hey, I'm not going anywhere, would that say to you that he's definitely not writing leave that very night on the Commit Me couch? And then he has the hide to go, you're gaslighting me. It's textbook gaslighting. You want to know what it is? Bronte just did it. Now think about what Harrison did, and I'm going to read this little ditty about gaslighting. Are you ready? Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation in which the abuser attempts to sow self-doubt and confusion in the victim's mind. Maybe just like someone going, hey, hang on. I didn't write I wasn't going to leave. I said I'm not going anywhere. And they are two completely different things. Yeah, sit there and make her feel like the crazy person. But no, Harry, you're the one who's being gaslit here. They both need to leave. This is where producers need to draw the line and say this is super toxic behaviour. Not great from either of them. Wrap it up. We've seen enough of it and now we need to stomp on it and go, that's done. For the bin.
I never said the words to Bronte, I'm not leaving. I won't allow Bronte to play the victim, say things that aren't accurate. And all it is blaming me constantly, man, for everything.
I want to go home. Stop trying to paint this perfect picture that you're this perfect human who's trying so hard. You're bathing in Windex, mate. I literally see right through you.
Oh shit, I'm stealing that. I love it so much. I'm not looking at Bronte as a victim. I'm not looking at, I'm just looking at Harrison's behaviour specifically. And it's disgusting. It needs to stop. And I hope to goodness he has watched this and actually thought, oh, geez, that doesn't look good, does it? And yet somewhere, not even that deep inside of me, I don't think that's the case. I don't think Harrison really ever learns lessons. Oh, that bathing in Windex line is very good. Guess what? Alessandra wants everyone to come over to her place. Well, she's going to do 2 separate little workshops, little TED Talks about the sexy times. The intimacy week begins. And obviously we have to split by gender. Boys on one side, girls on the other.
Holla? Ola?
Did he just say holla? Now, just Jesse, for 1 second, think about who's sending you the note and their country of origin, and then try and say that word again. Holla? Hola? Hola? Oh, he's cultured.
Why does that get me so excited? I love this lady. I am bubbled, thrilled. Oh my God, it's great. I want to run there. 1,000 miles an hour. I just want to get there. Woo! Can we go? Where do we go? Go now?
You know, at the workshop, Mel, you're not going to get railed. That's not what the workshop is for. So no matter how much you work up a sweat to get there quickly, early even, no actual sex is going to happen at the workshop.
Intimacy does not equate to sex. Sex is one part of what comes with intimacy, but it's not the whole thing. You can have sex anytime with anyone and feel nothing.
Amen, Rampola. Been there, did it a lot in my 20s. And then I found something that truly fills the void. Food. It's funny because it's a little bit true, but, you know, we're all working on stuff, guys.
Goodie bags for you guys.
Goodie bags!
I love that one.
Love?
Of course you do.
Let's get the party started.
Oh my God. This one is one that scares the shit out of me. This toy is an integration. This is for inside and out. You will discover things about yourself.
I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm like blushing. The Mormon girl inside of me is
It's big taboo.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to do that because then setting my partner up for failure.
Oh, why would you think so?
Because you want to be enough for someone. If you're relying on things like sex toys or they're doing things that a human can't do, partner's coming to the bedroom and you just want to go to the bathroom with that.
I think it's a party and he's invited to the party. It depends, I think, on how you choose to look at it. Sex toys are not going to take away your partner's ability to pleasure you. Do really encourage you to try out the goodies in your box.
Yes. Oh my God, how old are you two? Grow up. I love a bit of sexual innuendo, but I don't know why both of you ladies are so scared and giggly over a vibrator. It's a vibrator. We're not in 1982. They've been around for a long time. There's whole shops dedicated to them. So many other reality stars are always trying to sell them to me on Instagram. This shouldn't be the first time you've seen a vibrator. Oh no, the little Mormon girl inside of me saying, no, Jesus wants it to stop. Well, for as uncomfortable as Lyndall and Alyssa were during that entire thing, and also how excited Sex Mel Sheen was during all of it, how very interesting to have one of the experts sit there and actually do some experting, answer some questions and share some knowledge to the ladies. I can only imagine what she's going to do with the menses.
I teach Alessandra something, who knows?
Oh, God. Fuck off.
Where are the best places to touch women to really turn them on?
Collarbone.
Collarbone. What else?
In their emotions.
Neck, thighs. The most important one nobody has mentioned yet, and here. You get a warm, fuzzy heart, you're gonna get a warm, fuzzy body.
So straight.
You really need to start with the way you treat, the way you speak, the way you make them feel.
So what you're saying is that if we treat a woman good, then maybe our relationships will be better and that could lead to better sex. Wow, this is revolutionary. But don't worry, Rampola, Harrison could teach you a trick or two. And you would leave very unsatisfied. I can't believe I said emotions, but heart, emotions, it's the same thing. So that kind of means that the kid from Captain Planet, who had what we perceived as kids as the weakest power, I'm assuming that kid's all grown up, it was a cartoon, he had heart, he is now the best lover. Go Planet.
How you feel about sex toys?
Love them, yeah, great.
You love them, they're great.
Yeah.
All for them.
I gotta be honest, if you let a woman stimulate herself while you have sex with her, next level.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't
the
wanna hear that
idea
from
is
you.
definitely to integrate and incorporate.
I've never really needed an accessory.
Who says you need them? Nobody ever needs a toy. A woman doesn't need a toy. You don't need to have utensils to eat your steak. You could just grab it with your hand and like bite it out.
That's right, Disney Dad. We don't need utensils. We could just use our hands. But we do use utensils because they make everything a little bit better and easier. Who would have thought out of the whole group that Disney Dad was going to be the one going,
Oh, well, I've actually never needed anything. I'm all man.
I don't ever really want to take Sex Mel Sheen's side, but the thought of this might be just like too much for me, and maybe I can see Mel's side a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Stop it. Oh, don't make Thor get out his hammer. Who needs a vibrator?
We do have to quickly talk about Duncan and how he was saying, yep, he's all for them. But as he was saying, his head was saying no. So he was like, yep, I love sex toys. I love them. I don't know what to believe, Dunks.
All erotic zones are valid. We all have backsides, men and women. That pleasure is the same.
Never done it. Never.
What? Bro.
It's actually more intense for you guys because there's a prostate to be stimulated in your case. There's all sorts of things that you can have done to you. And it doesn't always have to include penetration. Be just a little...
No. That's where I draw the line. Come on.
Can we have got notepads for this?
Yeah, we're going to really need to write that down. Front door, back door. I don't know how much. I don't know how much you need to write down, Disney Dad. I know you're a little bit older and it's hard to retain things when we're a little bit older, but still, none of this should be treated as really new information. Cam just really making sure that everybody knows that he does not want that. No wandering little bits around Cam's back cam. No.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Alessandra's workshop. It was good to get insight into how I want to my relationship.
I was like a sponge soaking up all the water, but eventually if you keep pouring water on the sponge, it just doesn't soak anything up anymore because it's completely full. So I kind of feel like a full sponge.
Can you take all that water out of the sponge and drown me? When I do the dishes tonight, I'm going to pick up a sponge and go, oh, I'm trying really hard not to think of Jessie right now. Alessandra said that she has been single for a while in Australia and she hasn't met any Australian men with good game. Now, that could just mean good dating game or that could just mean good game in the whole sense of the word. But Dirty Harry, no, you just haven't met Dirty Harry, Alessandra.
No. Romance is not something I struggle with, so a chance to show Bronte that I can be romantic and try and win her over.
Okay, so romance isn't something you struggle with, but you definitely deserve to be here because it's so hard for you to find a relationship. I don't know, if you're such a good guy, borderline perfection, great at romance, good in the sack, just an all-rounder, 9.5 out of 10, why do you need this show? Because if you came here and you said, look, I can't find a relationship because I've definitely got a lot of things I've got to work on, I would hear that completely differently. But what you're saying is that, oh no, chef's kiss, 24/7, everything that Dirty Harry does, you're not owning any of it. You keep talking about how good you are.
How can I make a romantic date at home? Here we go.
Oh, we don't need to Google that.
That might work.
No, that's in the bin, that idea.
Do you have any availability at all tonight on short notice? It's a bit of a special occasion for me and my wife.
Taking Sandy out to I'm guessing a posh restaurant if he's trying to get a booking last minute. Also, guys, what are we doing Googling what to do for a date? That's a setup. The producers told them to Google that shit. You can come up with a date with your own brain, right?
You can open? Yeah, and open the whole thing.
What is this? Stop! Can't believe that. Transformed our apartment into Fiji Beach.
Fiji.
Back where it all began. Cute.
Oh, I love a coconut.
I would rate the date with Ollie 10 out of 10.
Tani, you're a sweet baby angel. I don't know why you didn't get snapped up a lot sooner, but Ollie is a very lucky man. That comment might not age well because who knows who's going to turn into an ultimate villain in the next episode. Can't keep up.
See what we can learn about each other.
Oh, you had to book
I
a
think
table.
you're well-spoken, and I love your open-mindedness.
You're loyal. That's something I really picked up from you. I really felt so safe with you.
Okay, I really like that. It's really nice.
Okay, I'm not buying this relationship. And that's not just because of the things that I know that happen later on that we all know, because so many spoilers this season. Dan bangs on about loyal. It's a little bit alarming how much he talks about how much he values loyalty. It's a little bit... Are you into some shady shit, Dan? You don't want us talking to the popo? Why are you banging on about loyalty so much? Also, thank goodness he made that booking, because it was packed in that tourist trap restaurant on Darling Harbour.
I'm just thinking a nice little stroll around Barangaroo Reserve. Beautiful views of the harbour. It's actually a really, really nice spot. Personally, I would love to be taken out on this date if it was me. I think the guy was really special.
Okay, for the international Sweet Baby Angels, Barangaroo is on Sydney Harbour and it's fine. There is a casino there and it's fine. And the reserve is nice. It's nice to walk around. You don't really have to do much as far as a date goes. So what, you just get some drinks and some nibblies and that's them. Oh God, you're so lucky. Go down to Barangaroo. Also, just to let you know, Barangaroo is maybe max a 10-minute walk from where they are. So Haz has really stretched himself with this date idea. For Bronte, which only some hours ago he made cry again. Because she's a liar and a gaslighter. Good luck on your date, champ. No thanks!
Bronte said back, no thanks. Well, it's obvious I'm putting in the effort. Plan the date. I've asked her out. Like that was the task. For me, it's just more evidence that what Bronte says and what Bronte does are two separate things. Whether she likes it or not, Bronte and I are still going to go on this date.
Whoa, that is threatening. What, because producers are going to make her? She has some sort of quota of screen time she's got to fill? I would not put it past them. Whether Bronte likes it or not, we're going on this date. Okay, I would keep your door locked at your Sky Suite, Bronte. Haz has done everything he can do. He's put together this amazing date. This incredible, once-in-a-lifetime date at Barangaroo. What, don't you want to go to the casino? You're crazy. And he texts you. So he's putting in all the work here, Bronte. Please tell us what you're doing.
Hopefully this will show you that I'm here and that I am committed to you.
Thank you for saying that.
Okay.
And I really appreciate you saying that too. And if we can get through this week together, I think how much worse could it get?
Exactly. Yeah, enough talking now. Just enjoy now, okay?
Yeah, shush up.
How's the pressure?
Oh.
Nice.
They're very firm and big.
Still talking about my hands.
Oh, my God. Okay. So Adam thinks that by buying her some flowers, some champagne, and rubbing her feet, that definitely shows her that he's committed. Yeah, when I think commitment, I think foot rub, because you got to be committed to rub my ugly feet. This relationship, again, no one is buying it, but we're just going to keep plowing on anyway. And then we'll be so shocked and sad when they don't make it at the end.
Yeah, bubbling. I love it. Oh, and look at this little spread. Bye. I think that's so cute. What a turnaround.
Is it?
I guess the only thing I really want to ask you, are you maybe a little bit annoyed at me for writing stay and you writing leave? Do you feel like forced to be here?
Okay. No, I don't feel like I'm stuck here after you saying stay. I feel like I'm here for a reason. Although it's so uncomfortable having to talk about some of this stuff, I guess part of me is grateful that I'm still here because I want to learn more about you.
I don't know if I believe that, Frankenstein. I want to believe more about you. Oh, it's sad, Jessie. It's sad. I'm assuming she said that she likes 10-pin bowling and that's where you got the idea from. But again, International Sweet Baby Angels, the Sky Suites are maybe at a stretch, a 7-minute walk from a bowling alley. A really fun bowling alley, which have, before production says, oh, we can't go there because it's got to be private, they have private alleys. So you could walk her to a bowling alley. But no, we're going to get some old water bottles, half filled, with some alfoil. And we're really going to waste a bunch of alfoil and a packet of Tim Tams. Wow, I don't know about Claire, but I, just watching this, feel like the luckiest girl alive.
Not a massive step. I won't be jumping back into bed with her tonight. The net outcome of this is positive.
You know what? I'm sure you're good at something in life. Bowling is just not one of them.
I'm not sure about that, Claire. But Claire invites him back to the small Sky Suites where they can share a bed. Were they sharing a bed? I don't know. And we'll just push this one on a little bit further too. I think we're going to have to get these other new marriages, rustle them up now because I don't have any faith in a lot of these ones.
What in his pea brain would make him think that I want to spend more than 2 seconds with him? You've just called me a gaslighter and a liar and stormed out and said I'm done and still you're going to go and plan a date? What, to make yourself look good?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly, you get it. It's absolutely to make him look like he's doing the best. I know that he has to do these things for the show, but it almost seems psychotic to plan a date to beautiful Barangaroo and then invite her. Is that not insane to you? He must know that was always going to end up landing like a shit balloon.
What do you think he would fund for you?
Oh, wine down on some coastline.
Cheers. This is Barangaroo. Isn't it beautiful? I've asked Bronte out. She said no. I wanted to go last night, but at Bronte's request, I've stayed, and I'm here doing the work, and she's not here.
Doing the work.
I made the commitment to stay here another week and work on this
part.
relationship, and I'm going to do that with or without Bronte. Cuddle in. It's pretty magical.
Do you feel a bit awkward being on this date on your own?
I'm not on my own. I have my wife with me. We've done everything I've wanted to do. Yeah, I do feel like that. And we've shared a lot, been intimate. I've had fun tonight. How about you? Yeah, she's had fun.
I actually think this is exactly what Harrison needs. He might be putting on a bit of a skit, but in my head, as someone who is not a professional in this field, I think they look really good together. And he's getting all the answers he wants. I think what they needed to do with Harrison, with the science, is partner him up with a crisp mirror. Yeah, any sort of reflective surface will do, but like a mirror with a sturdy frame. And I think Harrison would be happy for the rest of his life.
Open your eyes in 3, 2,
What's he got
1.
Thor's hammer!
Thor's hammer!
So thoughtful. Josh, tick. God, this is going to be big.
Oh, big old
I'm
Lego
very
hammer.
hopeful that Mel can see the effort that I'm trying to show.
I don't reckon. She's excited because she just thinks of Thor's hammer and it reminds her of... I'm not going to say it. I don't need any more YouTube violations. Yeah. But once she's built the Lego, she's going to want the real Josh's hammer.
But you can see it's starting to take shape, a bit like
Yeah,
our
I'm not going to
relationship.
comment. Oh, I thought...
No.
This is a really good activity, thanks. I'm still a bit blown away. Great first step. And for him to bring this to the table, it shows that we can connect on multiple levels, get to know each other a little bit more.
We can connect on multiple levels as we put together Thor's Lego hammer. And as she lays every piece down, she just thinks of all the hammering that's going to happen later. They're working overtime to make us believe a lot of shit that's not going to happen this episode.
Okay. So, stand in front of one another, facing one another. Step
Intimacy.
Forward, hug. Get your knees closer together.
That was a little bit like... I think it's just the act of being held like that. I'm not used to that. But standing there for a few minutes, I can feel myself becoming more and more relaxed. I just got a little bit like, oh, this is really, really nice. I would like to do more hugging like that.
It's actually quite relaxing. Hugs are great. I love hugs.
Hugs are great.
Hugs are hot, guys. No, I think people get paid a lot of money to be a professional hugger. I don't think it's always meant to be sexual. I make it sound like every hug I have is sexual. It's not. All right, again, they're working overtime to make us think that Jesse and Claire are going to be anything. Remember when they made Beck, the original sasshole, and that guy, Jake? Remember when they made them kind of like mount each other for a long period of time? They also try to make us think that had changed everything. It had not.
That little stir.
Oh, don't use that. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Let's put this thing on charge, shall we? There's going to be a power surge later when we plug them all into charge.
Oh my goodness.
At least I could hear you coming from a mile away.
How did you mean that, Cam? Well, I guess if it's bumping around like that near Lyndall, of course you might be able to hear it come a mile away. Oh, what's that? Oh, Lyndall's having a really great time in 602. Why the blue sailor underwear? Why is that such a thing? I know they have the buttons on the front to get that out, but it feels more like a costume than something from a sex store.
Using the vibrator, trying it out on all different things, different speeds.
That's my favourite thing.
That was good.
I'm really happy with that.
Loved it.
I think I might put some of those garments on Marketplace or something like that. Well, not for me, but I'm sure somebody would lap them up. If I keep the tag on them.
I think even if you wear them, sell them used.
I'll message him once he gets his Instagram back if you want me to try and secure Ollie's used sex pants from Rampola. I'll buy them and I'll give them away on the channel. You just let me know. And the second they have their Instagrams back, those underwear, the stipulation will be, I only want them if they've been used, Ollie. Imagine Ollie getting that message. Hello, I'm Wilko from a channel called Rehashed. I would like to purchase your underwear to give away to my viewers.
Do you have a good sleep?
Yeah,
Turning over a new leaf.
good. You don't cuddle at night time at all.
I came to bed after you.
Did you kiss me goodnight last night?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, I was like, you don't cuddle at all. It's like, hello over there. Seriously.
Okay. It's ridiculous. When I say good morning to someone and then they say, you didn't kiss and you didn't cuddle me, like that's a really weird way to kick off a day.
It would be nice if you can, touch me and say, good morning, beautiful.
We had a kiss before she went to bed. So to be woken up this morning to this, it doesn't sit well with me.
Mel really wants to have someone on top of her at all times. Like physical touch. I know people who have a love language that is physical touch. And I don't think I've ever seen this level of neediness when it comes to morning beautiful, kissy, 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 huggy, 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 always on top of each other. Like, it's a lot. And if the experts knew this, why did you pair Disney Dad with her? Because intimacy and touch is her primary goal at all times. She even got mad at him because he did kiss her, but she didn't remember it because she was asleep. And that seems to be Disney Dad's fault.
I'm used to my man cuddling me, kissing in the morning. To me, it just makes me feel more confident and comfortable in my relationship. The relationship that I have with Josh is super uncomfortable, super awkward. I feel a little ripped off. I wish that I would have been with someone a little more like myself. It's intimacy week. I mean, this is my favourite week. I'm not expecting to break out the sex bag with him anytime soon, but it would be nice if Josh would just lean into it a little bit more. It's pretty shit, actually.
Who's this man who usually wakes you up like that? Go find him. If there are men who usually wake you up like that, then maybe you should have stuck with them, Mel. I'm not sure what you're here looking for. You both have very different love languages. And I don't think Josh is intentionally being cold. I could see how he might be hesitant to want to do any of that stuff because you want it so bad. Usually, didn't your last marriage just end because it was loveless and sexless? So I don't know if there's a lot of usually about it.
I thought my apology on the couch at the CC was pretty alright, but I really wanted to drive it home.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just got you guys champers and some chocolates.
You're a legend, man.
That I know what I did was wrong.
Okay.
They accepted my peace offering. I wasn't expecting them to be so accepting.
All right, so Jessie has made a peace offering. This episode seems to be a lot of everything's good. And then 5 seconds later, everything's not good.
I thought I'd come and say goodnight to you rather than text you.
Wow, he's really doing the rounds.
Oh, that's so nice. I feel like we're on a much better path.
I just can't trust
I feel so much more connected to him. Thanks for coming to say goodnight.
Give me a
Should
hug.
we do a melting one?
Oh, yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. Melt right into bed and see what happens. Have they been intimate? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think so. They've kissed a little bit. And Mel reckons she's got problems. Jeez. All right, so Jessie's trying. I guess that's something. It's MAFS, it's a trap, so don't believe any of it.
I am concerned. Intimacy obviously is just a part of how I love, and I feel like we don't really have any, and it scares me. I feel 100 million, billion, trillion % that Josh has an intimacy issue. I'm always confused. When I speak to him, I'm concerned I'm walking on eggshells. Josh complains about he wants an emotional connection. Josh doesn't even let me in. I need to hear from you how you show me intimacy without having sex.
But remember, you made a deal about really getting to know each other, and I don't know if you've really done that yet. Sex Melsheen, tell us what he does for a job. It just hasn't been that long, and she seems so intent on making it move quicker in the intimacy section. It's been 2.5 weeks. I don't know if you can sit there and diagnose him as having an intimacy problem when you've gone hard on the intimacy and he's just backed off a little bit because you've made some comments that make him feel like, oh,
I don't want to be a sex object. Why does that sometimes sound like Larsa Minnelli?
Am I just supposed to wake up every day, have sex with you, and sex?
You have a problem with intimacy, Josh. You do, Josh.
I don't.
You do. And when someone's strong, you don't know how to crack. You run. I'm living with you. I'm dating you. It's uncomfortable. You don't kiss. You don't touch. I don't know what is wrong. You can have sex, but you don't know how to love. And I don't know how to crack it. You have a problem with intimacy, Josh, and I'm too much for you, and you don't know what to do. I am, Josh, and I'm going to speak my truth for every woman in the world.
Oh, hallelujah!
Yeah.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
I don't know if that's how we say it, Disney Dad, but anyway, I love it. Here's where I can agree with Sex Melsheen. I think she is too much for Disney Dad. Not saying that he can't perform for her when he feels like he's in the mood, but I don't think he's going to be in the mood as much as she needs him to be. And also, she wants to be touched all the time. Her validation is wrapped up with sex. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Hallelujah! Oh, he's getting mad.
I don't think I have a problem with intimacy. It feels pretty horrible to have someone say all these things to you. A relationship is so much more than physicality. She only sees it as physicality. You don't have a depth to you to understand anything other than sex.
Yes, I do. I'm not all about just sex. That is so far from the truth, and I'm floored that he would say that about me. I feel like that I'm too dominant for you, and it freaks you the out. It bothers you that I like intimacy more than you. It bothers you. It rocks something in you because what, you can't keep up? Does it de-man you? You're the big man, you said. Your wife likes to be intimate with her husband.
She's telling me that I'm not a man. She said so many different hurtful things, which she will never apologise for.
Oh, she's really trying hard to emasculate him. I don't know why she wants to make him feel so small. Is there something about Disney Dad that we're missing? Because it seems like she's coming out full heart attack to make him feel as little as possible. Is it just because inadvertently he makes her feel unwanted because he doesn't have the same urges to be physically connected to her the same way that she does to him? She needs physical touch all the time. And if it's not physical, I guess she needs you to be like, oh my God, you're so, I need to, like, think of Harrison at the winery. Mel wants that said to her all the time, like, oh, I'm going to push over this table and just take you right here now. I think she wants to live in sort of like a romance novel, a cheap one.
Maybe my girlfriends were right.
Oh, here we go.
The Green Goblin.
Maybe he's not enough for me.
I'm giving so much up to be here, but what am I doing it for? What am I actually doing it for? I just don't know if I can be in this experiment anymore. Get married, they said. It'd be fun, they said.
Josh, I reckon they said a lot of things to you, but you've seen MAFS before, so I'm not going to feel too sorry for you because you should have known what you were getting yourself into. All right, that's the end of another episode, and not surprisingly, Josh and Mel, Disney Dad and Sex Mel Sheen, not going so great. In fact, worse than ever, as she does her best to emasculate him and he does his best to, I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know what he can do, apart from touch her all the time, give her positive reinforcement, and have that positive reinforcement be Thor's hammer up against her. I hope you join us for the live shows, which happen live after each episode has aired. And if you can't join live, don't worry, they're always there on the channel for you to catch up. They're a lot of fun, and you can see what other sweet baby angels are thinking and feeling. Hey, if you can donate to the channel, and so many people are, I really do appreciate it. It's incredible when I get donations from all across the world. It's so great, and it doesn't have to be a big donation. Don't get me wrong, if you're rich, go for it. But people are just giving $1 or $2, and I really do appreciate it. The link is below. That is it, sweet baby angel. I'm going to see you for the live and in the next rehash. Bye-bye.